And we starting. We're going to jump to Alpha, grab the first station. Let's see if G jumps into the wrong sector again. That would be funny. Oh, pull up, pull up. Yes, he did it again. He jumped into the wrong sector again. First station on beta have been captured as well by the teams, and now the push for center starts. Bright lights are melting. Ferocious fighting going on, I'm sure of it. Loads of healing bursting left and right. Gameslayer already not looking good. The rest of his team, well, Robert is being targeted, but he's still on half health. There goes Robert. An interesting choice to go after the damage dealer instead of the healer. Although it does make sense, the healer is not going to go down before he manages to drop his pulse heal, and then of course it's the damage dealer you need to worry about. And Aaron actually in the Colossus. Can't say I'm too surprised with that actually. Is he going to take down that infiltrator though? He's not running flak like Robert was doing in the previous match either. Infiltrator should go down. But this was not a favourable exchange, because this Colossus is not going to last much longer either. And so again, the initiative falls to CSPK, just like the first one. Zerit, you need to move, man. Zerit, move. Seems like the two main hosts are a little busy hosting and not actually paying much attention to what else is going on. And they do need to move, else with the first match we will get a DC, and one of the teams, again like in the first match, might, and in that case did manage to get an advantage of that. Aaron takes back to mid. Obiwan moving into sport. Still got Robert on heels. But the drones are already out. And here comes the full offensive. They're very close together. This is going to hurt. Obi-Wan does not stand a chance there. So this is the problem right here. We got the iron charges lasting way too long on Robert, and because of that he needs to sit there endlessly before he can re-engage, leaving his team to fight a 2 versus 3. One of my team members is already in, so I'm allowed to go in as well now. All of the spectators, actually, crazy, should have been using the UI that Rukoa made. I'm fairly sure Chi's not using it, and I haven't actually seen anyone else use it. But this is the well, the stand-in UI that Rukoa made, especially for spectators for this tournament. See more. Less bullshit in the way. It's probably not the very best angle with all that bright light coming from the right. I have to say though, it's not made for everyone. And with that I mean it doesn't work for everyone, because I had to jump through some loops to actually get it to work. Robert not looking great, he's backing off, but Pbhead is all over him. No chance. Robert is going to go down. Oh, but Gameslayer actually went down before him. And again, it's just Aaron against Yarlen and Pbhead. Pbhead again probably going to go down, but this Gamma seems to be lost again to CSPK. Yeah, no contest there. Aaron is not going to survive that. Robert's coming in though. Maybe, just maybe, he'll be able to take out the Colossus. And it looks like he might actually be able to... No, no, no. No saving Aaron there. But the Colossus is going to go down. And then suddenly everything changes again. Balance has shifted once more. This is proving to be a very interesting Gamma fight. Enemy infiltrator in behind to the team. Robert moving in. Obi-Wan following. They need to take down that Venture before the infiltrator strikes. And the infiltrator is not waiting. I feel as though that area disarm came out a little too soon though. Oh, and then of course I managed to fly into an asteroid again. Wasn't really sure how close I was to the incoming Aaron there. It's a long Gamma 1 fight, but the Venture is going to go down, and that's it. Aaron does not stand a chance here. And CSPK has just reached level 6 as well. Gamma has been lost. And they're going to lose the Colossus as well. Robert jumps in and instantly jumps back out. Everyone's back. J. Aaron boosting in, and the next fight for the mid station is going to commence. And Obi-Wan is not going to last long here. Although, he's apparently going to last longer than Gameslayer is. Barely, but he is. This is complete and utter shadow play. Venture's going down. Next up is going to be the infiltrators. And this is the difference. This right here. Pbhead disarms both the Colossus and the enemy infiltrator, whereas Robert only disables the infiltrator and not Yarlen in his Colossus. And that's a big difference. Can I go ahead and just say that Pbhead is probably the more experienced infiltrator pilot on the field right now? Because I'm fairly sure he is. And his movement does reflect that. Again, this is a best out of 3. But right now, things are not looking good for Obi-Wan, Robert, and J. Aaron. They're down almost a complete level. And the enemy does have the station advantage as well. So that lead is only going to grow. Not really sure what they're trying to do here. Infiltrate overextending. J. Aaron staying behind. Is Robert going to... No, Robert does not survive. Looks like they were trying to do something and then it kind of went completely wrong. And from the looks of this, this is going to be a 3-0 exchange. Pbhead getting the focus. Down to half. But he should be able to get away from J. Aaron. Although then this movement doesn't make an awful lot of sense. The enemy disarm, alright, that's it. The enemy disarmed, and then of course the cloak. And now it is trying to find the infiltrator again, which is never going to happen. Jumping home while firing. Yeah, 3-0 exchange here. They need to come up with something completely different. And seeing as I'm totally allowed to, and there's nothing going on right now, and I'm not allowed to go into Gamma just yet, I'm going to pick up my level 6. Spectators are not allowed to jump into either the enemy main base or Gamma until at least one of their teammates has already entered that sector. And I'm not seeing any jumping to Gamma going on right now either. Instead, the push forward. Ooh, and that might have actually... Oh, I kind of foobarred there. That boost gate came out way too close, and contestants are not allowed to use our boost gates. Robert takes the station. The entire enemy team is already pushing forward, so that station is not going to get captured back anytime soon. Although Pbhead is turning around. And mid has fallen again to CSPK. Fairly similar thing happening again. Venture going down to half. Robert being delayed by the iron charges. Not so much the charges being the issue, but the drones. And that hurts a whole lot. Gameslayer not looking good, but then again, Obi-Wan is not looking great either. Heal comes out. This might be a close one. Ventura goes down. Obi-Wan is out. This is going to be close. It's going to be a 3-0 or a 3-1. Looks like it's going to be a 3 versus 1 exchange. Unless the end. Oh, he just disarmed him already. Okay, yes. 3-0 again. I think they're all out of tricks. I don't see them coming back from this. Here comes the push. Gameslayer needs to be very careful, but he will have the heal. There he goes. There go the heals again. Beacon gets destroyed. They're probably going to gang up here, get their repairs, and then jump on in. Gamma's about to run out. And they are indeed going to camp. And there is, well, pretty much nothing the enemy team can do about it. Who is going to make the first move? CSPK doesn't have to, and the guys from the Helium 3 Alliance, they really need to, but can they? Last 2 exchanges have been 0 to 1, 0 to 3. I was going to say 0 to 1. That makes no sense. Yeah, 0 against 3 exchange. That kinda knocks out your morale as well. And then what are you going to do? What can you do? If there is going to be a move, I'm kind of surprised, by the way, that Pbhead is not actually cloaking here. But the move that would make the most sense would be Robert jumping in first, getting in cover, obviously cloaked, getting in cover, releasing his drones, and then having the rest jump on top of him as Robert moves in and does the area disarm. Oh, hello neighbor. How are you doing? Or at least something is still happening. We're getting some jumps here. They're tired of waiting. Going in cloaked. No, they jumped to Gamma. So now the next interesting bit, what are you going to do? Are you going to close that forward station? Someone's really bored here. Here goes the surrender vote.
Target lost. They're messing with our systems.
I guess that's 3 then. We're gonna join it as well. That is a sad ending to this otherwise pretty spectacular finale. Semi-finale. The first match was a lot harder won though by the enemy team. Matching the loadout, the ship setup, was definitely not the answer that they were looking for here. And it completely backfired.